My idea is a Jackass Christmas.
Oh,
I'm in. I'm in.
And here's my idea. And you ready? This is an interesting thing. And people have played with this idea before, but it's never really been like a huge part of promotion. I want them to release 2 versions in theaters at the same time. And one of them is PG-13 and one of them is rated R.
Oh.
So maybe all the screenings that happen before 9 o'clock can be PG-13.
Yeah.
And all the ones after 9 o'clock can be rated R. So people who grew up with it, like us, if we went like, you know, as adults, as our friends, with our friends, we can go to the rated R one. But families can go to the PG-13 one because I do think at this point, Jackass is big enough and it's been on television where there's a lot of people who just appreciate it that maybe don't need to see jizz or blood or poop or vomit, and you can actually
or dicks and buttholes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
so you can do so you can
or the thing that they did with snow globes, except it was I forget the name of the bit.
Yeah,
what was that?
I think
balls.
Yes.
But I do think that Jackass is a property where like
balls.
Where like if it was the falling down stuff and the prank and stunt stuff,
Yeah.
you can take your grandfather to see it and he's going to laugh at it.
Sure.
But
Wait, what about kids though?
Well, I think you could. I think kids could watch a lot of the. There's a lot of stuff I think kids could watch.
Can I put it this way? My son, when the new Jackass movie was coming out,
Yes.
I was talking about Jackass with my wife, and my son seemed interested.
Yeah.
And I looked on YouTube for some of the more
Tame.
Yeah.
appropriate clips.
Yeah.
And I found a good handful of stuff that's totally fine, like the big hand slap.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
love
That's
it.
what I'm
Easy.
talking about.
Yeah.
That's
Easy.
That's completely
And
family.
he loved all of it, and I was just like, don't do any of this with your friends.
Yep.
It
Yes.
hurts. These guys have been injured over and over and over.
Yep.
Now that you know that, let's watch them get slapped real hard.
Yeah.
So
You know?
this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Is the stuff like the high five is a perfect one. It just worked out perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great visual. I think it's hard to get anyone to watch that without enjoying it in some way or laughing at it, even if they think it's dumb.
Yeah.
Which is why I want them to create a family-friendly version of this. So the idea is a Jackass Christmas movie, and a lot of it is going to be based around existing Christmas movies.
Yeah, I think once you say Jackass Christmas movie, you just like I think we and the viewers and listeners at home can just sort of be like, yeah, and like have a litany of things run through their minds of what you can do. Like when you just said that, immediately what I thought of, and I don't know if this is an idea you have, but Preston Lacey dressed as Santa. Sorry. As a fat man, it bothers me to say it, but true. And then throw Wee Man in a sack, put him on his back, and have him just like go through a thing.
Yeah.
Or here you go down this quote unquote chimney that they make.
Yes,
You know,
right.
they make a thing that's just big enough for Preston to get through very uncomfortably.
Yes, exactly.
And you have Wee Man stuck in there with him. And it's like, oh no, here comes the snow. It's just stuff like that.
Oh no, you guys! Here comes the snow. You know what you get when you're bad? A bunch of coal.
And it's literal reindeer shit.
And when you're
that they
really
put
bad,
down
you know
there.
what you get? Electric eels.
They don't get electric eels.
And then they set a fire in the fireplace. you see the whole thing shaking. You're like,
So here's my ideas. And they're not all. See, you're already laughing at it. Didn't even happen.
oh yeah, no, but it's happening here.
So
The theater of
this
the
isn't-
mind.
My idea was that basically the opening would be like a magical like Jackass Christmas movie thing, and it would be like the old school like vintage paintings.
Oh, dude, I can hear down and then like that opening thing, and then hearing like
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the skull has a Santa hat on it. And so you have the Jackass opening thing, and you'd see like a painting of something about to happen, and it would say Steve-O and this person, and then it would turn real, and it would be a stunt.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
one of
yeah.
them,
That's good, yeah.
One of them was
like that.
Loomis, who was one of the cameramen. I understand a lot of people don't know who that is.
The puker.
Ice fishing.
right, isn't that
That's Lance Bass. That's Lance Bangs, not Lance Bass.
Lance Bass.
Lance Bass could be in it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Lance Bangs. So Loomis is the guy that has like the hat, and he goes like, "Eh," like that, and he has like longer hair on the side, whatever. He's ice fishing, and Steve-O jumps in and swims to another ice hole and comes out of it, and it's Phil Margera and April Margera ice fishing in that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, and that's like an opening stunt or
Yeah.
whatever. And so I had, and one of my ideas was like, so like it would introduce the whole cast with like an individual stunt like that,
Yeah.
Steve-O, whoever. And my idea for the final one is Knoxville, Preston, Wee Man, and the return of Bam Margera. And they're dressed in the sexy Santa outfits from Mean Girls. And they're on the stage and they do the Santa thing. And then Knoxville goes like, I'm Johnny Knoxville, welcome to Jackass. Herd of reindeer.
Yeah.
Takes them out.
That's
How
fun.
amazing is that as an
I
opening?
love it.
Right?
I love it.
So that's the open. First thing is called Christmas Vacation. And they have the huge house with all the lights, but they're all joining the electric cables.
God.
Oh, yeah.
So they all have to be shocked for
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
lights to go on. But they
Oh,
keep
no.
dropping it and they're like, no, we got to get it to stay on.
Yeah.
And they have to keep holding it and going through it,
Oh,
which
my
I think
God.
would be killer.
Yeah. No,
and,
that's super
and
fun.
You'd have Knoxville do the final like plug thing like Clark Griswold.
Yeah.
One of them is A Christmas Story, and it's Pontius, Dave England, and Danger Aaron, and they all have their tongues stuck to the frozen pole, but the other guys are trying to like do stuff to them.
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
person
yeah,
who
yeah.
stays on the longest,
Yeah.
wins the competition. We know whatever it could be.
Yep.
I have this one, which I don't know if
This
it's-
would also need to happen 15 years ago
Well,
for a lot
yeah.
of the physicality.
They did a lot of stuff.
But
in
let's
4.
just imagine.
They did
right?
a lot of stuff in
Yeah,
4.
but they also had a lot of those like I don't know those people, and I came here to watch Jackass.
I like some of those people. I know what you mean. I
It
didn't
felt
really.
hazy too. It's like when the veterans of Jackass are like, okay, now we're gonna fuck with you new people that I'm just meeting. It felt a little. We talked about
I
this
know,
before.
we
It
talked-
felt
no,
a
I
little
know.
like, this is hazing. Anyway,
yeah.
go ahead. No, but yeah, in this world, they're ageless. They're just
sure. Yeah. So one of them is
Osteoporosis doesn't exist.
One of them, this one's hard to do believably, but the idea that Steve-O is in like a building and he has a machine gun, a white tank top, green slacks, and no shoes, and he goes, "I'm Steve-O McLean, and this is Die Hard," and all the guys have paintball guns and they shoot out the windows, and they're shooting at him, and he has to run across the broken glass.
Oh no!
That's not, I mean, that's a lot, but
Yeah.
it's not bad.
Yeah.
One of them was the new eggnog challenge.
Oh, can I throw one out for Die Hard?
Yes, Die Hard. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to have like Bam, who gets the scaredest, I think.
Yes.
When they do stuff, have him holding onto a ledge.
Yeah.
Have him have a harness thing, and they're going to release the harness, and so he can hold on, but he's going to fall anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Or don't even have him holding. on.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're going to do the Alan Rickman falling off the building scene.
Yeah.
And have something at the bottom that's just like, oh, you don't want to land in that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And have it just high enough where Bam Margera's like, dude, fuck you, man. I don't want to fucking do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
those
Yes.
bits that they would do once in a while. Where he's
Yeah.
like, fuck you, man. I don't want to fucking do it. He's
Yeah.
getting really genuinely upset.
Yeah.
And that's when Knoxville's like, all right, 3, 2, click, right?
Yeah.
And then we see the slow-mo footage of him going,
My idea,
right, and, like, being
my
terrified.
idea the whole time
what
was to show the actual clip first, and they're basically like, we want to recreate this.
yeah.
And so that's perfect for that,
Right.
because you'd show that and then show that.
That's what they did to
I was
Alan
just going to
Rickman.
say, yeah. Fun fact: Alan Rickman,
They-
the director, literally did a 3-2 click.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he didn't do one.
Yes.
yeah, and that's how they got his face.
And it's great too, because you could actually play with that concept where like you could show scenes and then show them recreate it, show scene, recreate it. Then you could show the buildup of a scene, then the original scene, then the recreation final thing, like
Yeah,
the band
yeah.
thing. So that's one of
There's
them.
one that's the most low hanging fruit, and you keep going because I want to see if it's on your list.
Okay.
Is it a movie? Do you have any more movie
Yeah,
ones?
yeah.
Good, because this is the
Yeah.
most direct concept. I
You'll
wanna
see.
if you
This
write
might
it.
be my finale.
All right.
One of them is they redo the eggnog challenge, what they did on the TV show.
Yeah.
And
what
but
was the eggnog challenge on the TV show?
I think they just sat at table. There was like 5 of them, and they just drank
Yeah.
eggnog and threw up.
All right.
My idea would be that they have to do something, and I was thinking if they have to if they all get made up and they're doing a production of the Christmas Carol with all of them as the ghosts and everything, but they have to chug eggnog whenever they're not doing their lines, and so they're throwing up during it, but doing
that's
Christmas
fun.
Carol,
That's-
which would be really funny.
That's very funny. I had an eggnog challenge as well.
What was it?
It's the idea that they do different location stuff.
Yeah.
So they're at like a reindeer farm
Yes.
somewhere up north. Maybe it's in Alaska, maybe it's in Europe somewhere. And it's an eggnog roulette challenge where there are 6 shots of eggnog. One of them is eggnog mixed with reindeer semen.
Oh,
And
there
you
you
spin
go.
it, and
Yeah,
6 of them,
yeah.
and you drink it, and when you drink reindeer semen, you're eliminated. Now, two ways this can go. One, you can play it all the way down to the final two people, and
Right.
then there's one person left standing, or
Right.
all six have reindeer semen immediately.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
That's when Knoxville, who's not taking part in it, comes in afterwards. He's like, "Oh no, they all had to come. They all had to come, man."
Yeah, well, and so at that point, one person has had, maybe two people have had five shots
exactly,
of
yeah.
reindeer cum and eggnog.
So a lot of times
That's fun.
during a Jackass movie, they'll have a big like montage of like fun stuff during like a music thing. And for me, they would basically be at like a big ski lodge with like the Nitro Circus guys, and they'd have like a huge jump thing, and they would start jumping like classic stuff. And I was thinking of the bobsled from Cool Runnings. I was thinking a giant Christmas sleigh with the big Grinch like sack on the back. And I love the idea of a giant traditional old sled, the wooden one, but big enough for all of them to go on.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would be incredible.
Yep.
One of my ideas I think doesn't work because I don't really know what to do with it is like Will Ferrell in Elf. He eats that crazy spaghetti with maple syrup and M&Ms
Right,
and all that
yeah.
stuff. And I was like, it'd be fun to get Will Ferrell on set and then they actually have to eat that, but it's just super sweet. It's not really crazy.
Yeah. It's just like it's not fun to eat.
Yeah, exactly. And then my last actual idea for it is that the finale is the Home Alone house.
There we
Yeah.
go.
And
yeah.
so-
No, I was waiting for that. Yeah.
So Knoxville is Kevin McAllister. Mm-hmm. And at first, Steve-O and Aaron are Marvin Harry, right? But the idea is that after they do one of the stunts or whatever it is, they go like stand in or stunt double, and it's the next two cast members dressed
Yeah.
as Marvin
Yeah,
Harry,
yeah, yeah.
and they do the next one, and
Yeah.
they call for stunt doubles, and then they keep doing it
Yeah.
to do all the stunts from it with the paint cans, the BB gun,
Yep.
everything, and that's the big finale of the movie is the Home Alone trap house.
yeah. I like that.
And then my one idea that is not really doable, but is such a funny idea, is that throughout the movie, Steve-O has to slowly gain weight until he's as fat as Tim Allen at the end of a Santa Claus.
That's very funny.
But that's my Christmas Christmas special
Just,
idea.
just
Yeah.
throwing this phrase out there for the
Yes.
jacket. The Nutcracker Suite.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah. No,
That's
you don't.
perfect.
All you need to know is the name, and you're
Yeah.
like, it could literally just be them with tiny little wooden mallets,
Yep.
whacking each other in the balls.
Yep.
And you're like, yep, the Nutcracker Suite.
I think the Nutcracker Suite thing is obviously a testicle thing, but like you use nutcrackers for first of all, but then you could use like pine cones or like heavy pine cones in some way, coal. You'd use all Christmas stuff,
Yeah.
candy canes and different things.
Yeah.
But I feel like
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I came up with this idea like a while ago, and it was really based around the Home Alone house.
Yeah.
And then just last night I went through and I kind of wrote down some of the other ideas. But I think if you were Jeff Tremaine and who's the director,
Yeah.
in Knoxville, and you were like MTV and Paramount are going to produce this, we're going to put it in theaters, and then we're going to really push it as the Paramount Plus streaming service like thing.
Yeah.
And try to make it like a classic Christmas thing that people revisit every year. You could really put some clever ideas in.
Yeah.
And the PG-13 cut, where they focus less on poop and dick and balls and stuff like that, I think would go over with families like crazy.
yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
You can get Irving in there with a Silver Bells skit.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah,
I didn't even
yeah,
think
yeah.
about songs. I should have thought about songs.
Right.
Yeah.
Christmas shoes.
I immediately picture all of them in basically very Peanuts clothing
Yeah.
on an ice rink
Yeah.
with the Vince Guaraldi song playing.
Yep.
And they're simply ice skating very sweetly.
Yep.
Yes.
And then you have professional NHL players check the shit out of them.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah. Wicked easy.
Do you want to build a snowman where they put like Steve-O and build a snowman around him,
Yeah.
a real one, and
Yeah.
he's fucking freezing.
Yeah.
And then just have like an NFL player like smash into the
Sure, whatever.
the snowman, something like that. I think that would be fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think oh God, I forgot his name.
Dave England?
No, he had the spin-off show with the animal stuff.
Pontius.
Pontius,
Chris
yeah.
Pontius. Thank you. You could so stupid, so dumb. I completely forgot what I was talking about because I tried to think of Chris Pontius.
Well,
You know why? It's because it's been a really long week.
well, I keep thinking because one of my other ideas was like for something for roof to roof, if it's like a Santa Claus thing or a Grinch thing, like getting from roof to roof could be a thing. I don't know exactly what that would be.
Yeah.
If it is a skate, maybe they get skateboarders and they have to, you know what I mean?
Oh, couldn't they just do the Santa Claus where one of them is standing on a roof and the rest are just hucking snowballs at them?
Whatever. See,
And then somebody's like, I got a yellow one.
I had
got a
I had
yellow
one more idea.
snowball.
Somebody.
Go ahead.
In I don't know if it's Portugal or Spain, in their nativity scenes, there's a hidden character. Maybe it's Brazil. And this character has dropped trout and is pooping in the background. This is legitimate.
Yes, that's
But,
right.
like,
Yeah.
that's an easy thing
Yeah,
to
that's
like
Sure.
to walk onto a nativity scene, Dave England, and be in the background and poop. You
Yeah.
know, like a
Yeah.
living nativity, and he
Yeah.
has to stand there and
Yeah.
One of my ideas too was that Knoxville Santa Claus, and that they're all gonna they're gonna do something with the 8 reindeer that pull him on a sleigh, and that they all come in, and whoever can have the reddest nose by the end of like the hour is Rudolph.
Yeah.
And it's, you could bring whatever you want to make your nose as red as you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
everyone can bring in their own thing.
Yeah.
But there's like a million.
There's so many
possibilities.
things. I wish it hadn't been such a long week
Yes.
because I'm like, I think of one and I'm listening.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, I'll say it right at the end. And then I go,
And I'm,
it was something about Chris Pontius. Oh, I think he just put a carrot where the snowman's dick would be, and it was like giggling. I just picture Chris Pontius doing that.
Yeah.
So it's like, but that's not an idea.
I mean,
that's in Dumb and Dumber.
in
oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
in Jackass 4, they had the treadmill where they were all dressed like
Yeah.
a marching band. But if a similar setup would be, but you're the 8 reindeer, so you're Comet, and so somebody like sets them on fire, and they do, you're Cupid or whatever.
Yeah.
You've got the bow. You get shot with a bow, whatever, and just go through the 8 reindeer just
Sure.
real quick.
Christmas Story.
Yep.
Have Knoxville dressed as Santa, and they are at the top of a horrible like water slide thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they sit down at the top of it, and
Yeah.
then Knoxville every time goes ho 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 and just shoves them in the face with a boot.
Yeah.
And then they go slipping down this thing into something horrible at the
Right.
bottom.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Now I'm just imagining the writer's room for Jackass, where like a lot of it is this. It's like, yeah, there's a fun slide and they do it, and then there's just like something bad at the bottom.
Yeah.
You know, there's something bad. It's not good. It sucks.
Crocodile. Oh,
it sucks. There's
okay.
tacks. There's thumbtacks.
I
at
had
the
one more
bottom.
idea, which was, and I don't know exactly how this could be. Steve-O, or like let's say it's Steve-O. He's painted all white.
Yep.
Right? And he's a snowman. And he's in like a horrible situation. Like, let's say, example, like all alligators are around him and he wants to get out, but the only time that he can move is when they put a Frosty hat on him, like he comes to life. And they have on a fishing pole.
That's fun.
And he's trying to move, and then they take it off. They're like, "Oh, you gotta stop, buddy!" And like,
Yeah.
And then we call that Frosty or whatever.
I got it.
Great.
Isn't that good? Like he comes to life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got like a
Call Jeff.
showstopper because it's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's not fucked up, but it's like there's a lot involved.
Yeah.
It's the sketch is called sketch, but the bit is
Right.
called "All I Want for Christmas Is My 2 Front Teeth."
Yeah.
And you take oh, you just jizzed.
That was great.
Yeah.
You goofed all over.
That was
oh,
so
there's goof
good.
everywhere. And you take Dave England, who doesn't have his 2 front teeth.
Right.
No, it's Danger Aaron.
Aaron,
Aaron McGehee,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He doesn't have his 2 front teeth. And they have told him that the production will pay to have 2 teeth put in.
Yep.
Like, fake teeth put
Yeah.
in. And it's hidden cameras. And he gets put under. And they install 2 new teeth.
Yep.
But they're way too fucking long. Like comically big.
Yeah.
And then just him coming out of anesthesia and like, what the fuck did you do to me?
Oh my
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would be horrible. It
Right.
would
That's
be
funny,
so horrible. And I can picture like the camera's cut and then it's like 2 or 3 days later when he's okay.
Yeah.
And his teeth aren't hurting anymore. And it's just a fucking series of things he does with these 2 big teeth.
Yeah.
Would be fun.
Oh, yeah.
And then obviously they get them
Yeah.
fixed.
Yeah.
But I can see that being like an elaborate, horrible prank to do to
Yeah.
somebody. And
I-
it seems fun.
It just seems like a bottomless well. And right now, Jackass is
In a good way.
in a good way. And Jackass is very popular, but I do think they could cross over into a new like family market if they did make a version of something like this
Yeah.
that was a reference to all these family things, and
Yeah.
they made a version of it that was toned down as well, that was widely available.
I mean, I know you have the Home Alone house, but ending it with a reading of "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." And it's, the set pieces.
Oh,
I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. And it's
Yeah.
airbag.
And it's a spring bed.
That
would be
That's
killer.
very good. That's
Yeah.
very good.
That
I like
would be
that.
killer.
Yeah.
And not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse, and it's Wee Man in a little mouse costume.
Yeah,
Whatever.
sure.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
great.
Or like a mouse is biting just
Yeah.
a human penis.
Right.
That we see.
Yeah.
Full frame human penis
Yep.
getting bloody. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny.